People would approach me in school and just hand me medication that they found in their parents' medicine cabinet. I had no idea what Oxycontin was.
I had heard that it got you high, so I asked him if I could buy a couple off him.
I was pulling up to multi-million-dollar homes and buying Oxycontin.
I tried not to consider myself a drug addict when I was using. I was just like, I didn't even know that term. I didn't understand the word junkie. I just knew I liked to get messed up.
I got to the point where I was doing 6 to 8 80-milligram pills of Oxycontin a day.
It makes me a different person when I'm on drugs. They really tore my life apart.
I think people take drugs to feel good and to step out of themselves, to be stress-free, but when they're back to their normal state, it's oh, I have to deal with this again, so they want to get high again to feel good, and it's just it just becomes their addiction.
A prescription drug overdose deaths started about 12 years ago when these new drugs were released.
The Center for Disease Control, or the CDC, actually says that opiate overdoses have surpassed automobile accidents in many states.
I was about 16 years old when Oxycontin first came around. My friends told me that Oxycontin was just a stronger pain reliever.
Unlike the common medications that we have in the house, acetaminophen or ibuprofen, these other medicines that are prescribed narcotics work entirely differently.
I got prescribed medication before for when I got my wisdom teeth pulled. You don't feel like you're all there. You know you're not all there.
Once you get into the actual narcotics, there are only 4 narcotics. Everything comes from the poppy flower. The oozy, sticky stuff coming out of it is pure opium. Now, back in the 1800s, they separated 3 natural components of opiate, and that was morphine, thebaine, and codeine. Now, those 3 with opium are the only 4 things that can legitimately be called pure narcotics or opiates. After that, chemicals are added to one of these 4 things, and they become semi-synthetic narcotics or opioids.
Heroin and oxys and Percocets are the same thing. I didn't know it came from the same source.
The synthetic opioids are made in a lab, and they include Oxycontin, hydrocodone, Vicodin, Percocet, Rococet. There's several brand names.
Hydrocodone, for example, mixed with Tylenol is Vicodin. That's an opioid.
I don't think really kids think about getting hooked or having a lasting effect on them, because it's just a momentary thing. And you go to a party, somebody offers you a drug, they take it, and that's the end of it. But they don't realize that they become addicted to it after.
I had no idea what it was used for and how serious it was. I don't think anybody did.